how are you? I hope your day is blessed. Y'all, you know what it is. When you see a new video, it's another reaction. But before we get started, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We got room for everybody. Just hit the subscribe button. If you are returning, I hope you are having a lovely day. Y'all, let's get straight into today's reaction.
Alright, so I came on here to give you all a story time. A story time about the time when a guy that was unalived and the guy that unalived him, families were in the funeral home at the same time. Okay, so let's get into it. As you all know, you may not know, well, where I'm from is the homicide rate is horrible, right? And so by me being the funeral director, I've seen countless, I'm gonna say we call them crime victims funeral services, and I have worked a lot of them. Now, man, y'all, I'm in my car and I gotta make sure I gotta watch these cars, okay? But anyway, so I've seen plenty of crime victim services and whatnot. So I'm a detective, always have been, and so I use my detective skills to help me with my job. Meaning, like, when things happen, when murders happen here, I will, I'll find out information. There have been times when I found out, plenty of times when I found out who did it. Yeah. They be online and they be talking and they don't care. And they'll let you know and they also know what they did and they'll do it again. They coming for the rest of y'all. Yeah. But that's something different, right? So, get back to my story. So I'm a detective. I end up, it was a young man that was unalived here. I'll call him Man, right? So Man was unalived. I end up seeing it on Facebook. People were tagging him, things like that. I go on his page. Go on his page. I see what he into. Like, okay, just being nosy. Okay, that's that. So then, like a couple days later, his family reached out to the funeral home and wanted to use our services. All right, cool. So in the midst of that, I end up seeing more stuff online, like on accident this time.
I think a lot of people do that, like, especially if you work in the funeral industry. But people, period, want to figure out what's going on, want to figure out what probably happened, want to see if they already have a suspect. So, like, that is natural, but in the actual, funeral home business and stuff, that is kind of very important.
Time where, like, his ops are, they were trolling him or whatever, his passing, and the guys, were just trolling or whatever, and I end up finding out who did it. Now, they saying the guy that did it, they're saying his name all in that. So I'm like, dang, that name sounds familiar, and it's not a real familiar, nickname, like, not that common. We gonna call him K-Dub. I like K-Dub better than dog. So we gonna call him K-Dub. So it's all through like that K-Dub done. He the one that, So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I know him. Turns out, go on his page, I do know him. He grew up with my cousin. I used to be around them, seeing them or whatever. But he was my peoples or whatever. My cousin, you know what I mean? So I know him. And when I seen that it was him, he did it. He absolutely did it, right? So that's that. So mind you, I told you that, man, we got his case pretty much. Service information is made and everything. Like, as far as the details. We know when the service gonna happen, all this and that. So now mind you also too, I've been on social media, and so I kind of know how, like, K-Dub people look, because they be tagging the family, things like that. So a couple days after that, it probably wasn't even, but after that, I found out that K-Dub had passed away. That's crazy. Spent the block real quick, real fast, right? So this particular day, I'm at work. I think I may have had a service this day, and it was extremely busy in there. And I was like pretty much bringing whatever I needed to bring back into the building before I went home for the day. But when I go into the building it's a lot going on. It's, straight, we're short people to work. It's like a full house, you know what I mean? So I gotta help. because I'm just like that, right? So I'm at the reception area, you know, out through the lobby. I'm just helping families, helping my coworkers or whatever. So in comes K-Dub's family. Man, I told you that man family using the services too. Well, only I know this too though, but you know, I keep my ear open. So, and I hear K-Dubs, I don't know his family, but I hear his name. They're talking to my coworker, letting them know that they're there for their appointment. Not an appointment, not y'all too. Oh Lord. So they come in, they seat them, have a seat. Alright, so cool. I'm still, you know, working, you know what I mean, just doing what I do, just helping out any way I can help. Any way I can help before I leave. Tell me why. Next thing you know, and it probably was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, man family walk in. Man family walks in. And with man family, it was his parents. He had 2 brothers and another guy. And these guys, they were in the streets as well. You know, they was out there like too. So I'm like, oh my God, my heart dropped. And I know how they look because I seen them on social media. Like, I know how his family look. My heart dropped. My quick thinking skills went into effect so fast. Let's say their last name was Tree. Excuse me, Tree family. You know what? I want to show you all the chapel that you'll be in for the visitation. Want you all to see the room to make sure that it's going to be accommodating for you all. I know you're expecting a large crowd on Friday night, and so we just want to make sure the room is good for you. So you all can just follow me down the hallway, and we'll just take a look at it. Quick. Took them down the hallway. Ooh, come on. Now, Andrew with K-Dub family, he got 2 guys with him too. Like, I think it was his grandma. 2 guys with her that was in the streets. I don't know who they was to him, but they were in the streets. I could tell. Yeah. So take them down the hall. Give me one moment, you all. Let me just go. I need to go to the front. I want to get the clothing log so that I can take the clothes off your hand, right back and look at the chapel, and then you know you all will be all set. Go to the front. Lo and behold, I was finna seat K-Dub family in the office for anybody to come help them. But luckily, when I was walking up, somebody was taking them to an office. Perfect. I go back, run my happy tail. Well, I ain't run, but I walk fast back to the chapel. Is this good for you all? If you need a bigger room, we have one other bigger room. I need to see if it's available on that day. Oh no, this is good. This is fine. We really don't want too many people coming anyway. Ooh, you know, we don't want to tell everybody. Perfect. I'll take the clothes right down from you all. Take their clothes, take his clothes rather, write down all the articles, make sure I got, you know, get them a receipt. It's the door right here. Did you all want to go out this door? Because this one right here gets you closer to your car. You avoid the crowd that's in the front of the building. Yeah, we'll go that way. Opened that door and closed it. Went to the other door to make sure they left out the funeral home, out the lot safely. And they did. Do you all know how scared I was? Like, I did not want it to be a crime scene at my job. Like, who wants a crime scene at the funeral home? Like, nobody. I was so happy that I was able to think fast. Like, because I wasn't trying to be in the back. Not at all. Not at all. So yeah, I always thank God that I always just, you know, always will pay attention and, you know, just do a little digging just to find out, you know, what we're dealing with, you know what I mean? Because some situations you may not want to have at the funeral home. It needs to be a church. My bad, y'all, I had a phone call. But yeah, with certain services, like sometimes you'll have a family, they'll want to have a private service. They may just want to do a memorial, you know what I mean, just because of the life that person lived. They don't want that type of, you know, issues, you know, doing the service. So certain like services, they're not all the same. Like, it depends. Like, depends on the family, and sometimes the funeral home have to make some type of decisions in order to ensure everyone's safety with certain, you know, with certain funeral services. So yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all about that because it was crazy. Like, and nobody knew but me, so like they wouldn't have had no idea. They would have sat family in the lobby with K-Dub and them, so that they could wait until somebody was able to help them. Oh, I couldn't thank God enough that day. Not at all. Alright, y'all.
Now, this is what you call professionalism, quick thinking. That employee deserve a raise. She definitely deserve a raise. Now, I have been in situations where I work down by the emergency room and I witness families coming in after their family member has been shot, and also sometimes the victim be there, and then later on you find out that the victim was also there too. And that's why hospitals have things in play for like shutting the hospital down when gunshot victims come in the ER. But y'all, to be personally hands-on, like face-to-face with these families and knowing that one family member killed another is just crazy work. She thought so fast. I was thinking that she was talking about somewhere like in Chicago, Michigan, Maryland, something like that, because this stuff is unfortunately not like something that just out of the blue happens and nobody have heard of it. Like, this happens all the time, quite frankly, in some places on a daily basis, and people tend to shoot up funerals. Like, that is crazy to me. Like, but she was quick and on her feet, honey. You guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and if you are returning, I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.